Why do you think I make these videos? It's a genuine question. It's not because I want to see what the metrics are for my viewership, my very limited viewership. I think the most views I got on one video was maybe 7, which I don't mind. But the question still stands. Why do I make these videos? Now, my explanation for this is that I'm compelled to. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind. I have a lot of thoughts about where we've come from, where we're going. Let me rephrase that. Where we come from, where we are, and where we're going. Kind of like a road. There's a point of origin, there's a location, and there's a destination. Maybe I like talking about the road. Maybe I like talking about the path that is an aggregate of the whole. Am I using that properly? It's a part of the whole. Meaning, my path is different from your path. This guy's path that is in a box truck going somewhere is different from my path. No two paths, no matter how intertwined they are the same. So why would I make videos? Why would I talk about the media? Why would I talk about where we are as a society? Why would I talk about where we're going as a society and where we've come from as a society? The funny thing is, there's a certain amount of objective creativity, I guess. It's a creativity in looking at a bigger picture and figuring out what it means. Maybe that's why I write. Maybe that's why I feel compelled to try and explain some of this stuff as I see it. Or it could be that being a fan of history, I appreciate the stories that go along with the events. Maybe I'm thinking 4 or 5 moves down the road and thinking about how my future self, or my kids, or the audience in the future, because there is no audience in the present, how you're going to, or how my words are going to be perceived, right or wrong. You know, I'm not an expert. I don't like experts because experts can be disputed, and experts operate in the idea of absolutes. That there's an absolute foundation of experience or knowledge or perspective that cannot be disputed. I don't know. Or I could write and do these videos because I've got ideas in my head that need to get out. I watch podcasts, I listen to lectures, I listen to all this stuff, and I'm sitting here going, wow, this guy talking about why Ukraine is a creation of the West. I watched this lecture from 2015, and he nailed it accurately. He was a little bit more generous in what the timeline was going to be. He was calling it in 10 years, and turns out it was 7 years, so I guess maybe he was not too far off. But the fact of the matter is, why does he talk? One of the questions that was asked of this guy who, and I don't, the name slips off, I can't remember the name because I'm focused on other stuff right now. But he was asked by one of the people in the audience, who's listening to you? He had great ideas. He had great perspectives as to what's going on, but who's listening to you? Who's listening to me? Who is listening to anybody? I mean, it used to be that big semis would stay in their lane. It used to be that there were sages. There were holders of wisdom, and their perspectives and words were held in high esteem by leaders and electorate alike. You know, maybe they were old guys in robes with white beards, lived on a mountaintop somewhere. But it used to be that there were people who were wise, that their perspectives were sought and considered. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I feel like, you know, I'm not inflating my ego or my perspective or my ideas or thoughts as to be this old wizened seer of logic. No. I am just as wrong as everybody else. But whatever happened to sages? Whatever happened to wisdom? Whatever happened to the emotionless logic? Twitter. That's what happened. Social media. That's what happened. Social and traditional media have gone from sharing information to sharing opinions and steering public opinion or steering biases in a very, very dangerous way. And I say dangerous because it is a danger, it is a threat, it is a problem of society, regardless of political leanings. But it is a danger, this commodification of public opinion. Because it's no longer about what's right. It's about what gets clicks. It's about what generates outrage. It's about what creates the strongest and most visceral reaction. It's not about it's not about logic. It's not about ethics. It's all about ethos. No, pathos. Pathos. Ethos, pathos, logos. Pathos. Emotion. Not logic. So why do I make these videos? Maybe I make these videos as an appeal to logic, as an appeal to ethics. Maybe I do these videos to document where I am right this moment on our path, on my path, not on your path. Or maybe I just do these videos because I can't stop talking. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop wondering what it all means. And what it all means for me is going to be different from what it all means for you. But I hope that my words won't just be perceived as distracted ramblings in a truck. I hope you'll think. Because regardless of whether or not you think, regardless of whether or not you react out of logic or emotion, I'm going to still be doing videos. I'm going to still be writing. I'm going to still be thinking about what this all means. And I hope you will too.